Also, I didn't poop my pants with the heavier squats. Victory. No poop in the pants. All right, boys. Program calls for 935 to 985. If 935 feels good, we jump up to 985. See you on the other side. I need to get in the jungle. Boys! Sound the fuck off! Bucky your fucking buttholes! Daddy is fucking home! Let's go over how squats went today. So we did our priming work today, right? I didn't video any of that shit because you guys aren't here for that shit. So, first video, warming up, 135. We've got our tempo, pause, eccentrics to emphasize our elbow cues to kind of cement in the mental cue of get your fucking elbows down or you'll fucking fold yourself in half. And folding yourself in half isn't cool. The only times that folding anyone in half is cool is when we're talking about your mom. And I folded her in half last night, and she was a good girl. She enjoyed every moment of it. That's why she can't walk very easily today. Because Daddy, as I said, is fucking home. We jumped up. 2 reds, 1 green. I have no fucking clue what's on this bar. I don't know. I just know it's small. It's very small. Yes. So we did 2 slow eccentric pauses and a full rep. And at this point, we were good. Then we popped up, went from 2.5 plates. I'm going to refer to plates as red or reds as plates because we're using the gay plate. So I guess I have to specify I still enjoy women, even though we're using the gay plates. Colorful plates are gay. And also the French use the colorful plates. And I was going to say something in French, but I wasn't. No. I do speak French, by the way. So we did 5 plates, threw on the knee sleeves and the belt. Felt good. And it's really weird throwing on knee sleeves and a belt. It's like 606 or something like that, 617, because we got the Hefty Boy collars on the bar. So then we take our pants off, and it's time to party. Yeah. So we throw on 771. So we go to 6.5 plates. Greens are half a plate for those of you out there because it's basically a 25. It's 22 something pounds. So we're basically translating gay into straight, talking about how to load a bar. And if you don't know how to load a bar, well, I mean, to be fair, most people don't know how to load much more than 1 or 2 reds. So I guess, I mean, okay, I give you guys the benefit of the doubt, but it's okay. Daddy's still proud of you, or kind of. Daddy still accepts you in the household, but you gotta stiffen up if you want Daddy to be proud of you. And then we threw the singlet on, and we started rapping. Now, I did luck out today, and a multiply lifter showed up to do an accessory day. And I was like, homie, I'm doing a little bit of a heavy squat day. Do you want to skip doing your shoulder stuff, your grip work today, and work on wrapping my knees? And he said, you know what? Yeah, this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be fantastic. Sorry if the audio just went to shit. My window is fogging up pretty bad because I'm smoky hot. So I lucked out. But he was like, I've only got like maybe 2 or 3 wraps in me. And I was like, all right, I got you. I'm going to self-wrap for 2 of my squats, which is 771. And my last warm-up, 865. Now, what the program had today, it was 935. And if 935 goes well, and I'm a good boy and maintained all my elbow cues, because that's the cue that I've been working on, then I'm allowed to go up to 985. And with kilo plates, it's gay. It's 986, I think, something like that. 986, 987. 447.5 kilograms, or 986.7 pounds, something like that. So I decided to self wrap for 771. I think it's 771 or 777. I don't know. I'm going from 617 to whatever, and I'm like, like a 160, 170 pound jump isn't that bad. I've been doing 125 kilo, which is about 250-pound jumps for a while now. Yeah, about that much. So I mean, increasing my aptitude to doing bigger jumps allows me to have more flexibility at these upper ends to not fatigue myself up the wazoo and like actually do some work. So we do 771 self wrapped for a single. Literally feels like 135, and I'm like, oh boy, it's everything is feeling good today. I'm not feeling fatigued. I was a little nervous that I was going to be dehydrated today, but that didn't happen because we did Uber Eats all morning. And I find it very annoying to have to stop, to have to pee every time I do a pickup, or every time I drop off, I have to pee on the way home. So it's like, it's annoying. But yeah, still made like $78 today. Yeah, that's called economics, you boys. It's basically pointing out that powerlifting doesn't pay the bills, unless you're John Hack. Unless you go to the meets that pay like 50 grand a year, like the Sheffield. But Sheffield is okay. I can't shit on the Sheffield because the Sheffield is cool because it doesn't use dots, and I'm kind of jealous of the way that they go about doing things. But it's tested, so it's gay. No, they're more integral than us. Anyways, so we load up 865, and on the 771, I pooped a little, so I went to the bathroom and I pooped more. The underwear survived. There was no poopage on the underpants. That is an important thing to note whenever you're squatting and you have IBS. When the underpants survive the squat day, you're having a good day. So I pooped a little more, and while I'm pooping, I think to myself, what kind of jumps are we going to do? What do I want to do? So I pop up, and I'm like, all right, let's jump. Let's make sure that the jump to a 935 isn't too aggressive, but not, we don't want to fatigue ourselves and basically have a cum spurt of a distance between our last warm up and 937 or 935. What I didn't know what was going to be on the bar. So I devised, I was like somewhere between 850. We did 860 for slow eccentrics last week. No, it was 2 count pauses last week at 860. And I was like, okay, this is good. So let's just do about the same thing. And I didn't take the super heavy duty the competition collars off. I was like, I'll just put 850 on the bar, and whatever the fuck it's gonna be with these collars is it's gonna be what's on the bar. So yeah, we had 865 on the bar. We squatted it, felt like an empty bar, and I was like, this is feeling really good. And then I tapped to the multiply homie. I was like, if you wrap me for every single squat that I'm doing above 900 today, that'd be super cool. And he was like, oh, okay. I'm like, I've got 2 of them. And he was like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we load up 937 onto the bar, and he preps the wraps differently than I do. I kind of just roll the wraps up. He does tension on the wraps. So we do tension. I get a little bit of a forearm pump, and I'm like, let's wait a minute. And then I allow myself to choose my music, and I threw on. It takes 2 songs in order for me to get wrapped and then set up and then squat. Or like, I know that the first song, so I find the part in my gym playlist that has some pretty good songs. And it's My Darling by Eminem, and then it went into Kim by Eminem. And when the transition went from My Darling to Kim, if you've ever heard Kim, it starts off with a lullaby, and then it really shows its true colors. Someone was like, the fuck is going on? And I'm like, wait for it. But I'm also getting set up for being under the bar with 937 on my back. And then I squat it. Literally felt like 135. I was like, damn, That's an empty bar. Like like the hardest part. How do I explain it? How do I explain this? You get to a point where when you unrack the bar, there's a chance that the bar is going to knock the wind out of you. So you got to be stronger than the bar. That being said, there's also a chance, like, if you walk out your squat, you're going to take a breath, you're going to unrack the bar, you're going to walk out, let your breath out, and then you wait for your command, and then you take a breath, and then you go. Squatting in a monolift, you kind of take the hard part out of that, which is the walkout, and you're able to take your breath, take the bar, get the command, and squat without taking another breath. You're going to be tighter because you took that breath without all that weight on your back, because you're never going to be able to, like, once you reach that point, you're not going to be able to get as much air in, so you're not going to be as tight as you can be when you've got no weight on your bar, on your back. So the hardest part of that squat was getting my air and then going. That was the hardest part. I guess that was false, because the hardest part was taking the wraps off. Because when I wrap myself, I leave an easy release. But homie, I was like, I can only get 3 or 4 revs on my knees. And he was like, I'm going to get 6. And that left no room for an easy release, because it takes a bit of wrap to do an easy release. And yeah, it took like 3 or 4 minutes for the homies to pry the end of the wrap out. And that made my patella feel a little funky and not happy. A little bit of anger in my patella, because they're like jerking it all around, and it's like fixed in place, but it's like getting jerked around because the wraps and all that, not fun. So I kind of hit a little bit of a limp because my patellar tendonitis was acting up after that. And then we took a couple minutes, and we I want to say YOLO'd it, but we just went right back into 985, 986. So with the 8 plates on a squat bar is 937. I was like, we're using a squat bar, so a regular bar, 8 plates is 937. With a squat bar, that's 947. I was like, the program says 937, so let's put 8 plates on there, and let's use regular clips so we don't have the added weight from the competition callers. And they were like, okay, but let's do 2 sets of clips, because this is going to bend the fuck out of the bar, which it does. But it's 900 pounds. Any bar is going to whip. So they put 2 clips on, and we basically just kept the bar the same. The entire time, I was able to make fun of the gym owner, because the gym owner, we have the weight chart, and it only goes up to 975, and I was going up to 986 or whatever. So the entire time I was like, Wayne, we need a new chart. Wayne, the chart doesn't go heavy enough. Wayne. And I was just making fun of him, because they said, once your opener is over this chart, then we'll get a new chart. Yeah. So I was able to complain satirically. So we loaded up 986, 447.5 pounds. I think it's 986.7 something pounds. And better wrap job. I wasn't. I have to use pliers to get the final wrap. You lay over the pliers. You grab the tail with the pliers. You pull through. We broke the pliers because they were wrapped so tight, and like, yep. So we broke the pliers. So I have to go to the store and get new pliers. That I'm going to use at the competition. But it felt like probably 225. So we just added a plate. I mean, we added 50 pounds and went from 135 to 225. So there's an RPE curve going on there. RPE can suck my dick. There's an effort curve going on there. Where, I mean, I guess if you're whatever you want to have the endpoint be is going to be where the endpoint is, and 50 pounds. So probably, so 1030 something would have felt like 315, and 1080 something would have felt like 405, and so on and so forth. Probably max out at 500, not kilos. 500 would feel like 500 if we follow that curve. 500 kilos would feel like 500 pounds. But that's not how it works. That's just me being me. And yeah, so that's how training went. And then we finished off with lunges, which by far was the hardest part of this entire training day because I procrastinated and I got time for my knees to basically solidify and rust up. And that was not cool. So every time that I was doing a lunge, I basically had to work the rust off. And that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. Don't get old, boys. Do as much as you can to not just get older as much as you can, because getting older sucks dick, and like not in a good way. It's not like nice dick that you're sucking. It's like it's sussy dick. It's dick that where you're like, did you anal a dude before this? Am I sucking dude anal dick? Not that I would know. I've never sucked dick in my life before. I've eaten lots and lots of pussy. I have a video that I deleted from this channel that talked about how much money it would take for people to suck dick. And it's like, someone will be like, hey, I won't suck dick for $10,000. And it's like, are you, so like 11,000 is your number? And it's like, they're more afraid that they're going to have a gay awakening than actually is $10,000 worth a life-changing event where they learn that they're gay because they sucked a dick? So by that logic, the person who is most secure in their sexuality will suck dick for the cheapest amount of money. So by that logic, the people who suck the most dick and are the straightest are gays. So congratulations, homosexual community. By sucking dick for free, you're more straight than the straight guys. Congratulations. But anyways, I got squat brain, so I'm probably going to get like super cancel worthy. Probably have already gotten cancel worthy in this video so far. But yeah, we finished off with abs. I didn't do any weight. I was afraid of cramping. Yeah, I didn't want to cramp. That would have been no bueno. But yeah, I'm at home. I'm gonna make some pasta with some meat sauce and some garlic bread, and I'm gonna enjoy myself. Go to bed and then do 12 hours of Uber Eats tomorrow. Make some money. Make more money than I was making as a substitute teacher, by the way. That sucks. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Patty out. Also, I didn't poop my pants with the heavier squats. Victory. No poop in the pants.